morning, Guam. Joe Taitano for the Pacific Daily News. Lawmakers are back in session on Monday morning. They could be voting on whether to overturn a veto from Governor Lulian Guerrero on two bills that are meant to provide more oversight on the administration's proposed hospital and healthcare complex in Manila. Bill 12 would require the legislature to sign off before Gov Guam can enter into a lease with the Navy for the 102-acre property at Eagles Field, which Governor Lulian Guerrero has already committed to signing, while Bill 13 would require for all planning meetings of the committee that's planning the new hospital complex to be compliant with the open government law, meaning advanced notice to the public and live streaming. It also insert the legislature into the committee as members, a representative from the legislature. Governor Lulian Guerrero has opted to veto both measures, saying that they stand in the way of the efficient completion of the new hospital complex. But lawmakers passed both bills unanimously with a veto-proof majority of 15 votes. So, if you want to see what happens, go to GuamPDN.com.
Crowne Plaza Resort Guam will mark its grand reopening Tuesday after more than $46 million in renovations that rebranded the Tumon Bay property into a lush oasis.
The public has already been coming to our restaurant, the Terrace, coming to our poolside bar, the Infinity, our lobby lounge. So they have been coming, and I've been hearing a lot of positive comments on all the renovations that I've seen so far. So we're very excited to have you all come to the ribbon cutting, and the VIP guests.
Good morning, Joe Taitano for the Pacific Daily News. Lawmakers are calling for a probe of Child Protective Services after a man was accused of touching a foster child placed in his custody. Senators Tello Taitigui and Joanne Brown have called for the oversight hearing following allegations lodged against a local man in March of touching a child. The man had a previous complaints filed against him back in 2018 of similar crimes. Taitigui and Brown have both written Speaker Therese Terlahi, who heads the legislature's Committee on Health, and Senator Chris Barnett, chair of the Committee on Public Safety, asking for a joint oversight hearing of public health and the Division of Child Services.
This 13-acre parcel of beautiful beachfront property here in Tangisan, next to the former Tangisan power plant, is one of 5 parcels of federally owned land which soon could be returned to the government of Guam. Although Guam law requires excess federal land to be returned to its ancestral owners if possible, federal law now requires recently returned federal properties to instead be used for public purposes. Other pieces of federal property slated for return include the former Agana power plant, the USO Club in Petey, a wetlands area across from Inn on the Bay in Agate, and a well site in Tamuning.